That's a wrap, folks. Format's over. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to keep playing, but, you know, you can't stay here. Time to mosey on over, start looking at your next format. Welcome to off-season, ladies and gentlemen, where I get to talk about the last event, 4 Worlds, where they have an irrelevant ban list for the rest of us, and we start spamming ban list prediction videos because everybody has an opinion, like everybody has an asshole. Let's dig on into the last of the European Championship discussion, shall we? Yesterday morning, you got to watch me lose my shit, literally, as Thunder representation was down, and Altergeist representation was up. And my comment section was very swift to notify me that, what do you mean, Robbie? What do you mean, where did all of this solid representation come from? Did you not look at numbers? I looked at numbers, but I wanted to believe that the NAWCQ had more of an impact on the metagame than it actually did. And that's something I'll talk about later on in this video, was really interesting results out of this, though. America was the abnormality this time around. Thunder winning our event and Skysharker getting second was pretty strange and out there. I also think the 7 Altergeist was really strange as well, but, you know, that's pretty out there as well. Also seeing how Trickstar finally were able to evolve to the metagame's demands as well also really shows that we're able to do things. Now, we had 4 events that were won by Solid, and this was pretty interesting to me. NAWCQ was won by Thunder, and then second, we had Sky Striker. The SAWCQ, you had Salamangreat, Orkest. CAWCQ, you had Salamangreat, Thunder. NAWCQ, like I said, was Thunder, Sky Striker. EUWCQ was Solid. And then Oceanic World Championship Qualifier, Solid. Huh. Maybe Salam is just the best deck. Maybe playing the Americanized metagame, I've become too distantly attached here and started to say that we don't like Solid in this region. I think this is really interesting. Something I've noticed about this particular format as a whole, you'll see this as formats develop, but region metagames are big. America has definitely been on this Thunder kick for a while now, but the rest of the world is on Solid at the moment. So our region definitely dictates more, I guess, towards a stigmata that we don't like Solid as much. I don't know if it's just we don't know how to play it. I think I'm being a little bit too rough in that statement, but I think you get what I'm getting at here. Our mentalities are, we've evolved to the point, not really because you're within the realm that you are. Everybody's playing on an equal card pool at the moment for these regions. But, I don't know, numbers and things like that just really prove. Also, the price tag on Solid is so cheap and affordable that, of course, it's bound to have success. But every other region was clearly dominated by Solid. Now, the next question I have to answer here. I've been asked constantly this week, Robbie, do you think we should keep Solid? Do you think we should sell the deck? I'm going to be honest with you. I have a feeling something is going to happen to the deck. We've all been talking about Gazelle following the OCG. You picked up the deck so cheap. I mean, the only real thing that you might want to consider dumping off at this point is, of course, the Phantasmes. But, come on, even at that point, you know, the card should get a reprint at some point. But, back to Euros. So, interesting things came out of this weekend, besides the 7 copies of Altergeist, was the Lunalight Orkest deck. Lithium did get up the deck profile. I'm going to upload it later today as well. I wanted to give my opinion on it as well. Kind of talk about it a little bit because it's interesting. You know, Lunalights have been in the back of everybody's minds for this whole format. All right, ever since Azazelot disappeared, the real dedicated Lunalight players have been sitting there pondering and scheming. You know, the engine is very well developed. It's very broken. You know, we don't have the Raid Raptor link, so we can't do all the super cheesy combos that we want to do with the deck just yet. That's the real reason why they're keeping it. It's not because Blackwings or Raid Raptors need the link. It's because of the Lunalights need the link. But brings me to an interesting impasse, though. You've still got all of these decks that are still using the Orkest engine. They're evolving with it. You know, last format into this format, it's the same thing. You can play any card engine with Orkest, produce this ending board. This is no example. Granted, it didn't end up being a major impact on the event, but you know, kudos to Lunalight Orkest for getting the chance to showcase its power. Now, we also seen in top 8 this week that, man, poor Sky Striker, that poor deck just got mauled on. So top 8 literally was 3 Salamangreat, 1 Thunder, 1 Orkest, 1 Altergeist, and 1 Crusadia. We had a second highest representation, Sky Striker. What happened to you? Now, I do want to say something about Crusadia, though. This deck went dormant for so long, and I was saying this a little bit yesterday. This deck was so quiet for so long, and then all of a sudden, out right back into the field it comes. I think post-event here, I don't think we're going to see a major resurgence of Crusadia, but now the players kind of have this in the back of their mind now. You know, it really does beg the question of, will this continue to see play? Or was this just one of those big abnormalities out of this? And then, you know, same thing with Altergeist. A lot of people were talking about the reason why Altergeist had success this weekend was because we reached the point where the player base stopped siding Red Reboot. They were no longer worried about Altergeist. You know, we saw this phenomenon a while back with True Draco. What was it, Salt Lake City at the YCS, where all of a sudden True Draco comes out of nowhere and gets its chance to do well. And I do believe this could be a very similar case. Players stopped siding Red Reboot. Players were like, there's no point anymore. All right, Altergeist, it's a dead deck. We can free up the slots to something else. And walk 7 Altergeist players. There were only 25 Altergeist players, from what I was told, playing the event. And out of 2,000 people, all right, actually it was like 1,900 were final numbers. But out of 1,900 duelists, you mean to tell me that 7, it's basically almost 1/3 of those players made it to Top Cut? Huh. We really did stop siding Red Reboot. You'll see this in metagame trends, where the format will evolve so much, and then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, we reach this point that there's just no point in exploring these options. We just cut them, and then all of a sudden you see this resurgence. And you saw this big miracle success this weekend coming out of it. I think that's pretty impressive nonetheless. And then, you know, I believe it was top 4 was 3 Salad and 1 Thunder. That poor Thunder guy got destroyed. It's also pretty impressive to know that all those rogue decks, you know, the Orkest, the Sky Striker, the Altergeist, and the Crusadia, all lost. What? All of our rogue got eliminated from top 8 to top 4. That's pretty insane to me. So, final thoughts on Euros here. Number 1. Welcome back, Red Reboot. I'm glad to see we're never going to see Altergeist top again until the next time everybody decides to cut Red Reboot. I don't think that's the only factor, but it's the most hilarious one to me. Number 2, Crusadia running it back. I'm really happy to see that, just as a whole. Especially with Thunder playing more of the Crusadia package, seeing more success with it, more players amping towards that is good. Number 3, sorry Salad, you're probably going to get hit on the next ban list. I don't want to say it, but it's probably going to happen in terms of pure numbers. Now, maybe if you do something at Worlds, I mean, you have 1 Gazelle. Like, remember, unified ban list, LOL. And the danger cards don't exist. So there's that. Outside of that, though, I don't expect any more evolutions in the metagame. Format's pretty much done at this point. But that doesn't mean that players aren't going to explore while we're all sitting here spoon-feeding ban list predictions to each other. So buckle on up, buckaroo. It's going to be a fun time. I don't know. Euros definitely proves that there are some major differences in play styles between the regions, and I like that. I really do. I like seeing diversity. I like seeing how concepts and things evolve from region to region. Contrary to popular belief, it is a good thing for the game for there to be diversity, right? So, what do you guys think about Euros? Are you happy with the results? As an avid Salad player, you're probably all angry at me for saying something's going to happen to Salad. Feel free to tell me in my comment section how wrong I am. We're going to introduce a new series called Did It Age Well, where I'm going to copy all of the comments when I'm belligerently right and be like, haha, I was right, because I have a wall dedicated to my own self-ego. There's nothing on it right now because I'm always wrong, but you know, someday we'll be able to put a 1 on that wall. That's all that matters. I guess catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.